Watching her face is priceless. Yeah, play that clip of Joe Biden, please, calling out Antifa. You got that? She's like, she's mousing over videos like, this whole clip. I could see her. She was getting ready to panic. Oh. Of course, there is no clip of Joe Biden calling out Antifa. Just kidding. It's never actually happened. This Paula just found out. This block is about these Democrats, again, their so-called road to Damascus moment, where now all of a sudden they care about street riots and they're worried about public safety. They didn't give a damn. They said nothing about it. As I showed on yesterday's show, they've actually encouraged it for months and months and months, thinking, why? Why did they do it? Why did this matter? Why did they do it? Why encourage rioting and street violence? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the Democrats are run right now by a radical leftist mob. The mob wants to break down any objective standards you have left to institute a new subjective system. I don't want to get too wonky into this. I've talked about it a lot. But the whole idea behind the implementation of socialism and this radical far left agenda is to break down any rules and restraints on the government. Remember, laws hold back the government too. The government can't arrest you for a law that doesn't exist, right? They want to implement a new subjective system where whatever the government says on any given day is, in fact, air quotes, the law. The only way to do that is to cause complete, utter, total street chaos, to get people so scared and frightened that they naturally seek out an alternative to what we have now. What we have now is at least some semblance of law and order outside of liberal cities. Does that make sense? They want the system, the resemblance to law and order we have now in sane places in America, to become unstable so people seek alternatives. And the only way to do that is to cause such chaos that you distrust the system now. They thought that would work. What they didn't realize is when people sought out alternatives to the chaos we have now in these liberal cities, the alternative they're seeking out again is Donald Trump. Because he is the bull in the china shop against the system. And the polls are showing that. That's why the Democrats now are like, maybe we should back off this support of street violence. Well, we're not going to let them forget. Remember this Daily Caller article? Oh, this is a gem. This is a gem. It's truly outrageous for those of you who watched the Gem cartoon back in the day. I know every theme song to every cartoon from the 80s. Thundercats, Transformers, Autobots rage their battle. I know every one of them. My wife and I, she knows one line from the Transformers theme songs. You know that? You know what it is? Transformers. That's it. This is a joke in my house. I'm not kidding. Here's an article, this gem. Go to my show notes, bongino.com/newsletter if you want to subscribe to the show notes. Of course, it's free. Print this article out. Daily Caller, Rachel Stolzfus. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, Rachel. Joe Biden starts presidential campaign by praising Antifa. Not my article. No. Right there in the Daily Caller. You don't believe me? Here's a screenshot from this piece. Keep this one up. Keep it up on your phone. You know, you can scroll through the articles. I keep a bunch of them up. Daily Caller, quote, former Vice President Joe Biden endorsed Antifa in a video announcing his presidential bid on Thursday, characterizing the group as, quote, courageous and saying it's wrong to draw a moral equivalence between white nationalist groups and those opposing them. Let's not let creepy sleepy. Let's not let him forget about that, huh? Has Joe Biden renounced that? Are they still courageous? The fascist Antifa overlords trying to burn down American cities, they still courageous, Joe? Has anyone asked him that? Has Caitlin Collins asked him that? Of course she hasn't. Caitlin Collins is a showboat who cares only about Caitlin Collins. Cares about getting a few Twitter followers. Journalism, that's like, come on, journalism. I'm Caitlin Collins from CNN. What do I care about journalism? All right, so let me play this clip for you here of Joe Biden finally calling out Antifa. This is a good one. He did. He finally I'm just kidding. Paul, there's no clip of Joe Biden calling out Antifa. This was great. I was just messing with Paula. Paula's sitting there like this. She's got the mouse. I can see her. She's like, what do you mean? There's a clip of Joe Biden calling out Antifa? I mess with you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but I just threw that in. We have like a show order she knows about. It's not in there. Watching her face is priceless. Yeah, play that clip of Joe Biden, please, calling out Antifa. You got that? She's like, she's mousing over videos like, this whole clip. I could see her. She was getting ready to panic. Oh. Of course, there is no clip of Joe Biden calling out Antifa. Just kidding. It's never actually happened. This Paula just found out.
You just heard Dan Bongino.